I think I did it, but I don't know if I had to wait for him to get on. Or if he's just gonna drop in when he gets the link. Oh, okay. Yeah. When he gets here, I can add him in now. I didn't know there was a little toggle switch. Now I gotta go back and find me here. Okay. Wait. Is this it? Or is this the old one? This is the old one. I need to clear all. Okay. And then what? Go here. Go here. We'll go to my channel. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Okay. Now I have to change this again. All messages. Do I have to change it on here? Well, I'm not looking at that, so probably not. Ow. Oh, shit. Okay. I can't sit back until he comes in. That way I can. Because the minute I sit back, he's going to want to come in. Hey, Sandra. Mark. Flyby made it back. Bat Mom. Glad you guys are here. What's that? Oh, my headphones. Let's crack open a cold one. That one's good. But will it tell me if he's here or not? Or do I have to add? Oh. I'm going to try again. Okay. I am well, thanks. Although, see, I'm trying to read from there. That's why I got this, so I can put it right in my face. What we got? Where you at, Nikki? I am in my backyard right now. It is, oh, dang, I forgot to look at the temperature again. It's probably still 90 something out here. It's hot. I have the top light off so that the bugs don't bombard my face like they did the other night. They were attacking me. I'm on my new patio furniture. So now I want to be out here. Even though it's hotter than shit. Hotter than shit out here. Hot shit. My daughter is trying to tell me that she's allergic to doing dishes. Because when she started to do them, she started itching. Well, maybe she is, Mom. Maybe you don't have what's the blue stuff? Dawn dish liquid. Um, that stuff cures everything, cleans everything. Why did you stop the other stream? I was distracted before you ended. Because I'm trying to invite Brent on and I didn't have the right toggle switch on to invite him in. So I had to stop that one, fix it, and then, because I've never invited anybody on a vertical live stream before. So But he told me how to do it. He's listening in. He'll be here when he gets here. Sandra, that's huge. You're going to do it, Sandra. We do have Dawn. This girl is allergic to chores. I hear you. I have told, okay, it's been a week since this was the first week of no school. And she has her stuff on the corner of my dining room table, just all her stuff, her books, her all kinds of crap. And stuff I keep finding, I keep putting it in that corner, putting it in that corner. And my living room has a little coffee table that she's got project stuff on because when her boyfriend graduated, they had shirts for him and she decorated a t-shirt, I'm the proud girlfriend of blah 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 and all that stuff. Well, she never put all her, hobby stuff away. So that's sitting over here. I'm like, good Lord, girl, do a project, put your shit away. But they don't do that. Why? I'm like a self-starter and I like to do shit and get it done. And then you're done. Look, now I'm sitting out on my furniture. And it was freaking hard to do. Oh. See how this works. Oh, shoot. Damn it. I hit the wrong button, Brent. Do it again. I hit right in between the two buttons and it denied him. I hope I didn't deny. Try again. Fuck. I probably blocked him for life. It's really hot out here, so the screen is like not working. Okay, I think I hit the right one now. Oh, he's going to be sideways because I'm this way.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
Wow, this is weird.
I'm going to have to go like this. But see, it'll get more views if it's vertical.
Is that what the deal is?
Yeah.
That's what YouTube wants. So I talked to Cornell about this too, because he was asking about it. If you wanted to change it horizontal, you would have to, in the advanced settings, go into the even more advanced settings and turn it from vertical to horizontal. And you got to do that before the stream, and make sure your phone's unlocked.
I'd have to do a whole nother new one again.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah, I think so. Yep, you would.
Does it bother you that you're sideways?
You're the one that looks sideways.
I look fine.
I'm in horizontal. Actually, I guess that's why. Hold on a sec. Let me see if I can change this around.
See if it's easier on your end. We already have 27 people in the chat. See, they're saying Brent's the wall crawler. I can do it the other way, but we just have to do it all over again. Let me see. I don't think there's.
I think I got it. How's that look?
Yeah, that's the right way.
I got it.
You just turned your phone, right?
Yes, that's what I did.
Okay.
Well, I'm vertical, huh? God, you know how I hate portrait mode.
I know.
It's all good though.
That one I did last night when I was, dang, loud out here. The one I did just sitting out here making some chairs had 1,000 views.
Oh, did it? That's cool.
Yeah, I got like 10 more subscribers out of it.
Yeah, that's weird. What did you talk about? Jeesh.
Nothing. I was just sitting here trying to build furniture.
Oh yeah, what'd you build?
A new patio set.
Oh, that's cool. Maybe that's the secret right there. You got to do a Bigfooting podcast while building furniture. That could be the secret, you know. Just might be.
No,
Yeah, I try to.
evidently, your trick is just posting the movie The Last of the Dogman, and that's your trick.
Yeah, it got me.
I saw.
Got me like what 70 something thousand or 7,000 subscribers. So it's like,
Like
that's
all your channels, you've posted it everywhere, and you've got
it's
more.
just such a great movie. I mean, man, that's probably one of my top 5 movies of all time. Just because I don't know Tom Berenger and Zip the dog. I love the dog, but it's a cool story that shows that there's still some magic left in the world. And I like movies like that. Keeping it in a realistic framework.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's a good one.
it's all good. It's all good. I'm in the dark, yes, grasshopper. Because if I turn the light up there on, I get bombarded with mosquitoes.
Yeah, get one of those thermal cells.
It's on. Can't you see it in the back?
Oh yeah, huh?
The big one's on.
Oh yeah, I got one kind of like that.
And it's working. It is working. But I have moths, like massive moths out here.
Hmm.
And they just hit you
Surprised you don't
right
have
in
any
the
bats
face.
or anything.
Nah.
The movie is called The Last of the Dogmen. It's nothing cryptid. It's a story. Tom Berenger, man, he rocks, by the way. It's a story about a lost Native American tribe that is able to remain elusive and doing it certain ways. It actually references the story of Jacko too, so that has a part in the whole movie as well. So it's kind of cool how they added that. It was a good story, good movie. Tom Berenger, Zip the dog.
I like it.
That was pretty good. It's pretty good. So I got to tell you this weird story that happened to me while I was out trying to do a live stream. Right, there's this one certain area that you can go to while you're out doing a live stream. Right,
Yeah.
out in this area, it's because it's so remote and stuff. A cell signal. Yeah, Barbara Hershey, she's great too. The whole cast was great, actually. The Native Americans and everybody, man, they were awesome. Anyways, so I'm out there trying to do my thing, trying to actually, be like an hour or so late to the live stream, because things happen. And so I get ready to go do it and stuff. And so I'm at this dead end area at this clear cut, which you'll see pictures of later and stuff. And then all suddenly, right? And I'm at the back of my car because I turn my car around because I always turn my car around. So if I ever need to leave, I can leave. And then so it's a dead end right there, and there's like nobody out there, right? It's like middle of nowhere. And all of a sudden I hear this shitty car. It's just like kind of putting up, and it's like, wow, that's weird. Um, and so it started coming up, right? I'm like, wow, that's weird because usually you turn around when you see somebody's here and stuff. And so he starts he comes up, stops his car, right? Turns his car off and sits in his car, right? Just sitting there in his car. I have like no idea who this was. It's like this shitty ass car that you'd see in like some horror movie, right? And so he's just sitting in his car. I'm like, whoa, this is really weird. This isn't really proper etiquette or anything like that. So you hear this door opens, this right? This door opens, was just like, man, it adds to the whole atmosphere. And this old guy gets out and he doesn't look at me. He doesn't say, "Hey, how's it going?" or anything. He closes his door, starts walking towards me. So I had my cinema camera with my the stabilizer and some gear right there near the front of my car. And he comes up, looks at my camera gear, right, saying nothing. And I'm like really kind of taken aback. He also had a gun, right? Which, you know, not I had a gun as well, but he had a gun, but it was the strap was off of it. So it's like, dang, this is really not a good situation. So he makes a comment of, uh, uh, what are you doing, like filming wildlife back here or something like that? I was hoping it was going to be picked up on the live stream, which it didn't work. So by that time, I'm like, whoa, this is you know, it's getting weird. So I turned sideways, you know, and get ready to draw and stuff, and had my hand on the gun and stuff. And I'm like, dude, I just want some privacy back here. Can you please go? And he stops, right? He does not look at me the entire time. He's like looking down, like into the ground and stuff. So I can't even see his eyes, which is just like it's so bizarre, right? Like his the whole behavior and everything. And he's like, he said like, oh, so you want to be left alone? Okay, then I'll leave. And I'm like, thank you. And then he turns around, gets back in his car, sits there, and then slowly starts backing up, and like you can kind of hear it driving off and stuff. But it was like it was the most weird situation that I had like ever out there as far as um like, damn, do I need to draw on somebody here? Because you don't go out, you don't do that. You know, you there's like certain etiquette that you have, or you don't go walk up on somebody, you know, with your gun. That's not, it was holstered and stuff, but it, you know, the strap to keep it down, you know, so it doesn't fly out or
Yeah.
whatever, that was off. So it's like there was so many red flags about the whole thing. And I'm sure he saw that I was carrying, because I had my, at that point I was facing him sideways like this and ready to
Uh-huh.
draw. I had my hand on my gun, and so I'm sure he saw like what I was kind of doing, and he just like, man, it's just, I don't know, there's some weird people out there. Like probably about 10 years ago or so, a mother and their daughter was executed. I'd probably say not far from where a crow flies, out there on a hiking trail. So it's like, you know, and it's like, man, I carried just because of the people out there. And that was just like,
That's
it was so
weird.
weird.
Is
Like,
there any homes out there or anything?
no, you're like way out there. There's nothing out there. This is national park land. You're like probably a good 30-minute drive to the next city or next town, really. And so there's nothing out there. And the fact that there's such a uh, network of roads back there, and it's like he picked that specific one and kept coming, even though he saw that there was somebody there. And it was like I was like really kind of shocked. I was like, man, what is this guy doing? And just the whole behavior, and I don't know, man. It was like weird. It was
He
weird.
probably lives out there. I bet you he lives out there in his shitty car.
Uh, I don't know. He was, you know, raggedly dressed. You know, you just don't know. I mean, you just don't know about what can happen out there, like what people are willing to do. It's just like, man, I was just crazy.
Yeah, that's scary. That is
Yeah,
scary.
actually, I did not get the license. I didn't think about that. I was like so uh, you know,
It was unexpected.
weirded out by it. I was like, man, that's just, you know, even tried to do the live stream afterwards and couldn't do it. But I was able to watch him go and make sure that he left and stuff the area. And it's just,
Yeah.
you know, what if I was a woman? What if I didn't have, you know, a weapon? You know, I had all that thousands of dollars worth of gear just right there at the front of the car. It's like, man, you just don't know. Because I tried to go install the trail cams back at this area that I wanted to go to, but stupidly didn't bring a chainsaw, and we had a massive windstorm here like last few days, and so there's like so many trees. It's like, so I had to go back to this tree farm and install one there, and another one at this other guy where he said he saw a Bigfoot, Cascade Bigfoot. I'm sure
Uh-huh.
people might know who that guy is. Yeah, I mean he was smaller, he was older. It's just weird. It's just weird that, you know, somebody did that. Like, really, why would you do that? Like, I'm so baffled. Like, I come across a lot of people hiking and stuff like that, man. There's just like, there's certain etiquettes that you have, and man, that guy was, I don't know. That was weird. That was weird. I should have. Yeah, I probably should have.
And you didn't get one picture of him or nothing.
No, I did not get one picture of him. It was like his whole shitty van and stuff, and because all my cinema or uh, my cameras and stuff were sitting down right there, and my phone was trying to load up, uh,
Yeah.
which it was actually coming in and out. So I was hoping that I got that experience on that live stream, but I guess the live stream never started, even though on my end
No.
it was going for 8 minutes, but
I
that's
saw it
crazy.
flicker one time and then it just never engaged. So
Was that the afternoon one?
yeah.
Yeah, I tried to do
Like
it at Oso too, but um, what can you do?
I missed the Oso one, the second one.
Yeah, there's a small video on my Facebook page for it. Just, man, that's sad, dude. I had a hard time. I couldn't even finish the monument. I was like, man, that's just hard to go and just be there. Yeah, that's hard. That's a bad story. It's like a
Wow.
grim reminder of like whenever you go out to the woods, it's like boom right there. But they did a great job with
Yeah.
the memorial and stuff. Very, very good. I'll try and muster up the strength to go out there and, properly videotape it so, others can enjoy it because they did a great job. It was cool. Yeah, for real.
It was
It's,
it, yeah.
yeah, like I say, it's not like it's usually like crime is more breaking into your cars and stuff. It's rare that you hear about assaults and stuff. Actually, one of the first ladies I went to go try and find that led me down the whole search and recovery is this lady. The mom is like persistent that she was abducted out there, and there's some signs and some stories and stuff of it possibly being true, but she likely fell. But there's rumors and stuff of like nefarious things happening out there. Like cults and whatever crazy stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Um, you hear a lot about that, and you hear a lot about illegal grows and everything, and they're protected.
Yeah, I mean pot's illegal here, so I don't know. Well, you probably got the meth labs back there, which I come across a couple of abandoned camps over the years where it's like, wonder what they were doing here. Didn't really investigate it too much, or didn't see
Yeah.
signs of a meth lab. I don't know what they would use with it, but I've seen Breaking Bad, and it was nothing like that. There's no RV, that was for sure.
Oops. I lost the chat.
Yeah,
There you go. What are we talking about? Whatever.
yeah, it's like
Whatever
a
we want.
Seinfeld episode. It's like you know, whatever. I guess it's a show about
Well,
nothing, but
you made it
about
so
everything.
cryptic on your description saying, that you were, was it? What did you put on your description again? For the afternoon,
Oh,
that you
the live
were,
stream. Oh
yeah,
yeah, I don't remember honestly what the
burned
description
out
said.
or burn out or what was it? Oh, shit.
Oh yeah, for the title it was burnout. I don't know if there's a question mark there and thoughts.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
So we're
yeah.
like, oh, shit, he's quitting. Something happened.
Oh no, it just I don't know. I'm at like a weird phase in my Bigfoot life, I guess, of not really knowing where to go with it, and because I'm going on 10 years. Next year will be 10 years of like a real serious love for this subject, and so like after 10 years and like really reflecting on it, honestly, I really wonder about everything about it. Like how the just everybody, not everybody, but like some of these people that we're supposed to look up to as you know trustworthy and stuff. Okay, so one of the things that's bugging me, I guess, is the whole NOAC thing. It's like North American Wood Ape Conservatory. I was kind of talking to Bob about it, Bob Strain, and um, trying not to be a dick, but I guess I was, sort of. But anyways, I was trying to talk to Bob about it, or I'm gonna actually private message him later because I have some other questions. But like that whole NOAC thing, that's weird, man. It's like 2 decades on one property, and so my issue is it's like haven't they found Bigfoot yet? That should be the best opportunity. Like every year, apparently Bigfoot's there, right? Bigfoot's there, and
Well,
and
they keep having stories about it, about seeing them,
yeah.
but
So here's my problem.
no,
It's like they created like a structured business nonprofit, which it's a 503, I think, or 501 as you call it, whatever that is,
yeah.
charity thing. So they're a charity thing, and they do conferences apparently, set them up, and then they also do a podcast too. And I'm thinking to myself, it's like, well, why don't you just go instead of doing all that? Why don't you just go prove Bigfoot of all the stuff that you're saying? Which is what I want to talk to Bob about because it's like, why have you guys not been successful for 20 years? The evidence that is there is all subjective, which could be interpreted different ways. So basically, it comes down to the eyewitnesses, which is the worst form of evidence, especially when people wear glasses and stuff. And things happen at night and whatever. And you had that whole Rob Lowe thing too, man. That was a real tell right there, where they're out there, in the serious shit of it, out there trying to Bigfoot and all that stuff. And a whole convoy of Jeeps drives through. That shows you that it's an accessible area, that it's not like they're in the thicket of, like some of the areas I go back out by Glacier Peak and stuff. It's not like remote, like inaccessible remote. You can go drive your Jeep convoy back in your prime area and stuff. So I really have a lot of questions about it. And the fact that, the landowner, apparently rents out, I'm assuming rents out, or I don't know what the relationship is with it as far as the compensation for allowing those people to be there during the non-hunting season. Because uh, when it's hunting season, I guess the canopy drops or whatever. I guess the Bigfoots are gone, and that's when turkey hunters go in there. And it's like, well, the turkey hunters have never said anything about a Bigfoot, even one that's transitioning to like another area. 'Cause even with like grizzly bears, you'll still have some lingering around, of areas that aren't prime yet, but you'll still have, you know, grizzly bears lingering around and like at the end of the year and stuff. So it's uh, like what's the deal? Like, really, what's the deal? Why is Bigfoot not discovered? Why are all these people claiming that like Bigfoot's on their property or on this private property, and like there's zero viable evidence for it, and I just don't get it. I don't understand why that's possible. It's either they're lying or Bigfoot's like some sort of interdimensional being, like like
Well,
they.
just like that picture I sent you earlier. What's the name of that guy again? You
Oh,
checked into him?
Swan Lake Bigfoot.
Swan Lake. I always want to say Snow Lake, Snow whatever. Um, yeah, Swan Lake. He has. They have people out there that go through his videos and pull out so much garbage and nonsense out of his videos, claiming they're Bigfoot. And I mean, I had a whole conversation with a guy telling them stop sending me screenshots of his videos because I don't believe it, And he's just insisted, but I was nice. I wasn't mean about it. And did you see the conversation that was
Yeah,
happening
yeah,
with that guy? So
yeah.
I was just trying to be nice and be like, I don't see it. I don't see it. You're not going to make me see that pareidolia. I don't see a Bigfoot. And I know what you're calling a Bigfoot, but it's not a Bigfoot.
Well,
And the sunglasses just cracked me up. I could not stop laughing.
Yeah, well, I was, yeah, that's interesting, huh? It's just so accepted as evidence, but, it really comes down to evidence is subjective. It really is subjective in this subject, because if you really break it down, if we had evidence and proof, we wouldn't be having this discussion. Bigfoot would already be proven, because we always hear about hair evidence and tree structures and all this stuff. That's all the evidence. It's just you have the wrong mindset of it. You need to
Yeah.
believe more in it versus, you know, really challenging it. And I think that's a dangerous mindset because it makes you more gullible than anything, because like falling for tree structures and stuff. First off, it's like, if you break it down, like, why would Bigfoot make a structure for us to find? They're the most elusive thing on this planet, literally the most elusive thing. And so Bigfoot wouldn't make any sort of structures for us to find. They would leave the least amount of evidence. And this, I'm actually going to do a future video about this, of the dark forest theory as it relates to, as it's applied to the universe, but how it can also apply to Bigfoot research as well. With, why would Bigfoot want to interact, leave signs and stuff like that? Obviously, they have a skill set of being elusive, and I think the reason why they had to is because they had to hide from all the Ice Age giants. The Panthera, stone-faced bear, the 10-foot tall um, thingy, whatever it was called, the sloth. So it's like, man, it was not a predator, apex predator that we think it is. I think, it learned it needed to stay quiet and shut up and stay out of people's way. If not, it's going to die. And especially more so with how it would have witnessed it, what, happened to the Native Americans in North America, how they were basically annihilated savagely in some cases. Makes you just want to be like, screw that. I don't want to deal with these human things, but so I can see that, being in Bigfoot's mind. So, I don't even know what we were talking about going with that. That was just a tangent.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I wonder about things and I just don't feel good about it.
Lena, you're saying, but human. Well, I don't think there's human.
Oh,
Oh, it's so. Is it too noisy out here?
I don't hear anything.
Did we lose Brent? Are you there?
Yeah. Are you there? Hello?
You're frozen, but I hear you.
Oh, maybe I'm just
Hello?
really good at standing still.
Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna do something real fast.
I see us both too.
Okay. Is that better?
It was always fine for me. And the crowd as well.
Okay. It was me because it was trying to grab the Wi-Fi from in the house, so I had to turn the Wi-Fi off.
Oh, gotcha.
I forgot to do that. But is it too noisy? Not noisy? Okay, because the big truck by right now, and so
yeah.
Okay, so Lena, I do believe they're a hominid. They're but not Homo sapien. I think we're the only Homo sapien. They're somewhere else in the ladder of life, somewhere on the side of Homo erectus, Homo hypergensis, somewhere in there. They took a turn, and they're their own thing. But I do not believe they're human like us.
Yeah, well, a really good tell to indicate that they're not human like us is that they all act the same way. It's not something that is taught to them. It's like bred into them. It's like in their DNA to be elusive, to know how to do this and that. How very similar to how a shark will pop out, or another animal that will pop out and ready to go living life. Like, boom, let me go kill this bad boy and this one, like right out of the womb, pretty much. So, I forgot I was going with that. So I don't think that they are human, because if they were human, not all of them
Oh,
would act the same way. They wouldn't all have the same innate behavior that that you would expect them to have. They don't have the social structure that you would expect them to have. Like even Neanderthals were said to intertwine with humans and interact. And you don't ever, you hear stories with Native American stuff, but you don't really ever hear that like as a thing, or you hear it sometimes, but it's like consider the source. But so that's why I'm kind of leaning more towards it not being human, but more animal, on the animal side. That's more instinctual versus um, you know using knowledge like we use it. Because intelligence, you can't say, oh, they're stupid because they can't build a car. Well, it's like, well, we can't. Most people in the world can't go live out in the forest like they do and survive and thrive. So intelligence is on a spectrum. They're good at things that we're not. We're good at things that they're not.
mhm.
So I think that there would have to be highly intelligent, but in more of a animalistic survival instinct. Because again, they had to survive through all those ice age monsters. How many ice age monsters are left from that era, from the last ice age, which just ended? We're still in an ice age, but when the last major glaciation ended, it was about 13,000 years ago. And so I don't know. I don't know. I,
Yeah,
I just don't know.
don't know.
That's my
Well,
thoughts on it.
wait, who was saying? I think it was Robert was saying closer to Australopithecus. I don't see it, Australopithecus, because of the jaw at all. I don't see that. Um,
Yeah, we're actually still in an
but
ice age. We're not. Sorry, go ahead.
go ahead. I was done.
Oh, yeah, we're still in an ice age. It's called an interglacial period. It's if you look at the Milankovitch cycles that the Earth goes through, not the precessions of the equinox, but the Milankovitch cycles, because that gauges more of Earth's long-term effects as far as its relationship with the sun. And so technically we're in an interglacial period, but we do affect the environment in a lot of negative ways, which, because we suck, you know, I don't
Yeah.
think that, yeah, pretty much.
Um, I'll just put it. I'm trying to type and I can't do it. Lena Brent here on the screen. Uh, welcome to the chat, by the way. I've never seen you before, but welcome. Brent
Yeah,
is actually north of Seattle. So he researches the Cascade area a lot. 10 years. A lot.
pretty much. Yeah, out there. It's been a fun ride. I don't know. That's why I was kind of talking about the whole burnout thing. It's like, I don't know if I'm like burned out, jaded, or just kind of done, or what, because I love the mystery, like so many, and I love going out there trying to, you know, figure out if the mystery is real or not. But it's frustrating with the lack of success, the lack of, doing projects the way you really kind of want to and stuff. Because it's like you need to put more time, you need to have a lot of time to really
You have to
figure
have a
out if
lot of time,
Bigfoot's
right?
real. Yeah, and which I'm lacking. Plus, man, gas is like $5 a gallon here. It's like, geez, you need to take out like a loan just to go drive to the woods now. Jesus, it's getting
Yeah.
bad.
There's a lot of factors. That's why it's a bunch of, weekend warriors that are doing it because we're footing the bill, on doing that stuff. Even content creating, just trying to come up with new shows every week. It's hard because I put a lot of work into my shows. So I dedicate at least 2 days. That's 16 hours trying to do slides and research and come up with the good content and thumbnails and all that crap. It takes time. And I have it. I do. But like now it's spring, and now I have shit that I want to do, and I have spring cleaning and getting, things ready that I'm not used to doing by myself. And, trips that I want to take because my nearest area is 2 hours away. I can't go to my back here. So, and, just want to be out there and not so much sitting at home behind a computer. It's a lot easier to do when it's cold outside and you can stay nice and warm in front of your computer,
That's true.
and do shit.
That is true. It is nice. But yeah, it's a lot of work. I couldn't imagine doing a weekly show of sorts. I could barely like I have like so much going out so much that I haven't posted. There's just don't even know what to do with it. It's just there. It's just
Yeah.
so,
And we hear that from everybody, that they've got hours and hours of video, hours and hours of audio, and it's just hard to go through data.
well, it's not. There's not even any real data there. It's just documenting what I'm doing. Like a tag along. You just have a camera going when you're walking in the woods or doing whatever. Uh, and you just don't use the footage for anything really. It's just there. It's just I don't know,
Oh,
which
yeah.
sucks.
Robert, I was just trying to say that the jawline of Australopithecus and the way the facial structure is, it wouldn't match up to what we think, what we speculate Sasquatch to look like. Because the bone, for me, the whole issue is bone structure. Okay? Because there's no way you can have something that size and that heavy and stealth and have our bone structure, have our bones, okay? Because our bones submit to a certain amount of pressure. It doesn't matter who you are, okay? Human beings, all our bones are the same density, and they crack under pressure. That's why people who are 700 pounds or more are bed bound. Their bones cannot handle the weight, okay? And what happens, the more you are overweight, the slower you are. So it doesn't make sense that this animal creature, whatever you want to call it, is so fast, so quiet, and would be like us. Because then that's the jump. That's that jump where people say they can't do that. They are human. Well, now you're in that spiritual, paranormal, that it can do things that we can't do. So it's a whole different, and that's the part I don't research. That's not what I'm really interested in. If I go out in the woods and I see one disappear in front of my eyes, I'll know that, fuck, okay, maybe this thing really is, weird. And then it's gonna probably fuck me up. It really will. Because
Yeah.
that's not what my anticipation is.
Well, that's a great comment, Lena, right there. That's awesome. That's a great comment because I wish I had an answer to that. How do you combat those feelings? That's kind of my dilemma right now. How do I combat those feelings when I'm starting to already have actually, come to the realization of what's primarily going on in the subject, which I think would probably make up a good 70%, 80%, if not more, of wiping everything off the table of like that's has nothing to do with Bigfoot, or Bigfoot cannot exist there. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I wish I
Yes,
knew.
Murphy, your bones do adapt with activity, and you get osteoporosis, and we get all these other things that can give you plus or minus. There's always going to be plus or minus situations, but I'm saying from an average 200 or 300 pound people to 1,000 pounds. They're saying these things are 800 to 1,200 pounds. That's beyond. That's what I'm
Well,
talking about.
yeah, and that's something that I don't know how they're gauging that. Looking at something, eyeballing it is like probably not the best way. I mean, how much is like a gorilla weigh? That'd be a good reference.
800, 600, six
Yeah, so,
hundred to 800.
so they got some dense bones. I don't know what the density of bones would be through different hominoid species, like or not, bipedal species like
Yeah, yeah, they're
like
different
Neanderthals and
too
stuff.
because they're made for the weight. They're made for the muscle
Yeah,
mass. They're
yeah.
made for the strength. Just like the way the bones are different for elephants that weigh tons. They're
Yeah.
different. That's what, the separation and grass. I'm saying that it happened later than Australopithecus.
I don't know. I think I don't really try to have those type of conversations because we really have no
We
idea.
don't
We
know.
don't even have evidence
We
to,
don't know. That's just
we
my
don't even,
opinion. I don't
yeah, I
care.
mean, we don't even have evidence to take us down one road or the other. So I don't even ever go down, like I put zero thought into like where they fit at on the tree of life. I just know they do somewhere, and wherever it is where it's at. And, trying to understand it without having any sort of reference point, seems like a waste of time personally.
Yeah.
Uh, you know, with the no bones being found, people say that they're in the Smithsonian's, even though it's like, well, where's the evidence for that? Oh, well, you just got to trust us. I mean, it's like what, you know, uh, science student or whatever would come across those bones and be like, oh my God, let's tell the world and stuff. We're talking about one of the greatest scientific discoveries in history of the world. And, you know, with the bones, I thing that I have an issue with is why don't we find bones in areas of avalanches, of rock slides, and all that type of stuff, which we do find human remains occasionally of people in those situations that we knew were missing. But why don't we ever come across a dead body that way or something like that?
Hmm.
So I question that. And then the other thing is the reason why we probably don't find bones is why would we? It goes back to the dark forest theory, of why would they leave evidence of their existence around ready for us to find? It seems counterproductive. It's like the same thing with why would they leave structures for us to find? They wouldn't. They
Right.
wouldn't even need to build any structures to create a territorial boundary because we can obviously tell they are not territorial. They are not territorial because we've invaded every damn territory out there in the woods for the most part. They might be territorial if we roll up on them and they got some babies around. Yeah, I'd be territorial too. So,
Hmm.
you know, I,
Yeah.
mm,
Well, it's a bunch of what ifs, you know. So because we don't know, and we say, well, what if there are bones and we just don't know? What there's like what 1% of the fossil record discovered? Maybe they bury their dead. We'll never find them. Maybe they do have this complex social structure that, they do take their dead and hide them. I mean, even elephants have a tendency to go into the same places to die.
mhm.
So, you know, who are we to say that they can't or don't do that? Even whales will beach themselves together in pods.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's a wonder. It is a wonder. I'm wondering, are they possibly more intelligent? A lot of people will say they're more intelligent to us, that they've stayed out of our way. That's how intelligent they are. I don't know about that. I
Well,
don't know.
I think intelligence, again, is kind of on a spectrum. They can do things we can't. We can do things they can't. It doesn't mean that they're stupid apes that, you know, would die without us. No, they can live just fine without us. In fact, excel without us, like most things on this planet. Um, so they are highly intelligent. Are they going to go
Right.
build a car and, go get a job? No, they're not. That's a different type of intelligence. So, yeah, I mean, they're definitely intelligent in in that way.
Maybe
Yeah,
they don't die.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. That'd be weird to have a mammal live for 1,100 years. Turtle is probably a little different because it's uh, I don't even think a turtle can live 1,100 years.
Look what Jeff put. You see?
Yeah, makes you wonder. I probably had them all around me.
That's funny. Um, yeah, it's a wonder.
It's going a lot better than the last podcast I went on, huh?
Uh,
That was a fun one.
you call me a troublemaker. Oh my God.
Hey, I was just saying what everybody was thinking. Just trying to talk to Blake,
True.
give him a
That was
good
true.
advice. I'd be like, hey, man, be cool. But the chat and some of those people, they did not want to have that happen. Try to derail it. Then they try to
Yeah.
make like false accusations against someone else, and that's just pissed me off. I'm like, oh, you motherfucker. So I had to go, give him my 2 cents, and I stand by everything I said too. I haven't heard
I
anything
know
from
you
him.
do.
Heard
Yeah, no, he
anything?
doesn't. He's not interested in having a sit down and talking things out at all. Period.
Oh, I was talking about Mike.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
oh,
I
that.
don't. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know about that. Josh
There's
reached
too
out to
many
me.
things. There's too many things going on.
Yeah, that's the thing is like I really don't like drama. I don't like to be involved, and I know you guys are thinking, "Wow, that's weird. That sounds like bullshit." It's like, no, it's true. It's true. That's why I don't handle it all the best ways. But it's like trying to minimize drama for him and like not have to deal with it because it's like, you know, it's like he's obsessing with it in some ways because it's like I don't know how many shows he made about it, and it's over nothing. It's like because he's a dick. Shit, man. If we made videos about people being a dick, man, YouTube would be filled with videos of me, like all you guys making videos, like, dude, check this guy out here and stuff. So it's like it seems like it's a pointless waste of time, and you know,
Yeah.
somehow I
I mean,
was,
I understood where you were coming from, and a lot of people did. But of course, you have the opposition who were like, who's this guy inserting himself into this? He doesn't know. He has no idea about the background. He doesn't know blah, 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 or this or that. And I mean, I kind of had to stay out of it because I don't know. I don't know any of that mess pretty much. But
well,
um,
yeah, I really don't know too much, but it comes down to, well, if you make a claim that someone got your child taken away, well, you better have the evidence for it. Don't go say, "Oh, yeah, it's in one of his shows." Go find it. It's like, wow, okay, like, okay, that's BS. Like, why don't you just go have like an independent video showing it and stuff? But no, he's going around spreading it, and people are believing it. It's
yeah,
very similar to that whole Robin McRae thing. It's like, people don't stand up against like stupidity against that with stuff like that. It's just going to get repeated, and people are going to believe it. And
yeah.
there's a whole series of people believing it. I don't know. I
I
don't
don't
have an
know.
issue with
It's a
Josh
lot
or
of drama.
Blake. Huh?
It is a lot of drama for sure.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Tropical Thunder. Yeah, I thought, I'm like, man, should I do the hard R? Like, we're past the whole cancel Me Too thing, and let's bring it back. Try to bring the fanny pack and didn't work, so maybe this will. I don't
Oh,
know. I don't know. But
But
it-
I don't know. It should have never, how do I say, it got to be high school. It got to be, well, you're fat. Well, you can't do push-ups. Well, you can do this. Well, what the fuck does that have to do with anything?
it,
You
it
know?
was so funny.
It,
It was like laughable. How can you not laugh at it? Because it's just like, wow, man, look at you guys. It's embarrassing. It's so cringy, and you guys are better than this. It's like you guys are wasting your time on like something silly. It's like Blake even, admitted that. It's like, well, actually, I don't really have a issue with Josh other than he's being a dick. So he did go insert himself, and it was a weird one that I don't know if he put any sort into
like,
those silly attacks, and it was all
yeah,
ridiculous, really ridiculous. I mean, it's like, who does that now? Who? So I don't know.
he does.
A crazy, crazy time.
Um, Bye, Lena. Thanks for hanging around.
Oh no, not that R, not the, not that hard R, the other hard R.
Well,
Definitely
yeah,
not that
yeah,
R.
not that,
Definitely not. No, no.
not that.
That's Yeah, that's called the hard N, actually. So yeah.
You guys have actual experience of Bigfoot in your area that you can show? Nope.
Yeah, it was bad. Of like yeah, they weren't fighting over anything really, just like fighting over each other's
They
ego.
just don't like each other. That's okay.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, it's
fine. But why do you have to mention it all the time? Why do you
or do
have
like
to, just
could do,
shit?
yeah.
You know how many people, how many shows I would have with that kind of
Yeah.
topic?
Yeah. No, just like encountering people like that, and like the abnormal investigation people, it just makes you not want to participate with the whole online community. So I'm kind of at that point there
Yeah.
where, man, I don't even
I
really
mean, and
want to.
that's not even really our group. It's not even, because they do other cryptids and paranormal stuff, and I'm not into other cryptids or paranormal stuff, so it's just
Yeah,
kind of weird.
they're just really bad at what they do, though. Like, I don't know. He just needs to get off the internet pretty much and work on life. Stop blaming other people for stuff.
Who are you calling a poopy face? Grass?
Jeez, that Nightbot's working overtime. Is that a real person or is that like one of those
No,
robot things?
it's a robot.
Really?
Yeah. It's being a little aggressive. I didn't tell it to do that. It's just does it. I think it does it near the end of an hour because it thinks I'm
Okay.
going to end.
Oh, see, I didn't even see the chat. I didn't rewatch that, and I should have. Uh, but specifically for the chat, because I didn't really get to see fully what people were saying. I was just kind of picking up on words here and there.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, there was a few people like Abnormal Investigation and some of those other people that were like being unrealistically trolls. It's bad.
Well, you could tell who supported who for sure.
Yeah, for real, huh? That was crazy. It's crazy internet drama that they that kind of goes on.
Oh, okay, Grass. Um, they hated you though, man. There was one chick, man. She was like, you could just feel in her words how much she hated.
That was probably like his sister or somebody like that.
I
That
don't know. I can't think of the words right now that she was saying, but it was crazy. I was like, dang.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, they threw it out there. If it was such a closed case, why do they keep making videos about, you know, their son being taken and then blame it on some YouTube channel? Like literally throwing it out there, like, which is slander, really, if you think about it. Or is it libel? Because I don't know if he said it. I think it was only printed. Anyways, but man, wow, that's just shocking. It's shocking of all things to make that accusation against somebody unfounded, no evidence, and just throw it out there willy
right.
nilly because hey, I want to get people to hate you, and I don't want to take any accountability for well why my kid was really taken away. I don't know, getting
Yeah.
that, but anyways,
I have to admit, though, that there's times where people have told me, well, where did you find that information? And I say back, go find it for yourself. you know,
hmm.
I have said that to a lot of people on Facebook, when I
Yeah,
know I
but
could probably give them information.
no, but we're talking about a accusation, very, 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 very serious accusation against somebody. It's not a random comment by some random person. You're making a direct accusation against another person that's involved in the same community as you. You better have the proof ready to go for that. You better not be telling anybody to go look for it or, hey, it's out there, just go find it. It's like, no, it does not work that way. Sure, there's some things of like, hey, yeah, this was a hoax. Go kind of do the research on it. The information's out there, just like how I found it. No, not this. That's a lot different.
Well, did you get blocked, Grasshopper?
That
Or
what?
is it showing? Grasshopper's comment, did it go through?
It says a message is held for review.
It won't let me. It says somebody else took care of it, but then it's not showing it. So weird. Sorry, it's not me. Hey, I got my passport today.
Oh, nice, nice. Uh, sorry, bad mom. It was Mike with abnormal investigation. I actually screenshotted it. I'm like, really? So petty. Yeah, Mike, or whoever runs the abnormal investigation account. He said that because I'm like, I asked multiple times. I'm like, show me the proof, man. Let's see this stuff. Like, show it, throw it up.
Mhm.
That's a serious accusation. Multiple times I mentioned that, brought it up over the span of like I don't know, 40 minutes or something. And
Yeah,
you know, they're like, "Oh, you just don't know. You just don't know." I'm like, "Well, where's the proof that he said it?" He's like, "Oh, you have to go find it. It's out there." Whatever the comment was, it was something very
yeah.
similar to that. Which then is just like instantly, no. Well, that's bullshit. And then if you really stop to think about it, it's like, I don't think that another YouTuber could get someone's child taken away just like that out of the blue. I think that there probably has to be something to it. And it's like, well, usually child custody, well, what's the other parent doing? What's his ex saying and doing? Can't imagine her, looking at his live streams, making up stories and stuff and um, creating drama with all these other creators, like with Josh and stuff. I'm sure she saw that. I'm like, unsafe house to live in. Check that stuff out. It's like, boom. Who knows? There's a lot more to this story.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I have zero, or, I have 100% confidence that Josh and his crew had zero to do with it. Zero, and I don't know.
Yeah. Why would he? Why would he do that? It doesn't even make sense. But
Well, Josh likes to, puff out his chest. And so Mike's just probably saying, oh, well, he's the one that's probably most likely to do it because he's the one that's, trying to defend himself the most or whatever it is. So it's like, I don't know. It's just like those fake allegations out there. People need to start providing evidence for their claims or shut up, pretty much.
yeah. for sure.
Yeah, so I went out looking for Bigfoot again today. Did not find Bigfoot, but I found a really cool impression. I was like, if Bigfoot's out there, that could very much be a Bigfoot print or an impression,
Really?
really. Yeah, it actually looks really good. I'm like, of course, I took pictures and video and does not do it justice. Trying to turn and I don't have I don't have like one of those LiDAR app things. Like, I don't
Yeah.
have an Apple phone pretty much. Um, so, you know, it doesn't look very cool in a 2D setting, but in a 3D setting, it's like, damn, it actually looks pretty good. Because, kind of out in this area, that's like, all right, yeah, I can see not very many people out here would be coming
Yeah.
out to these areas. Like, oh, there's a good potential there. And of course, see a lot of tree breaks and stuff, but you know, it's not really Bigfoot related. I think I did do an actual little Colorado Bigfoot skit. I have to check the video. I'm pretty sure I did. Came across a really cool tree structure. I'm like, well, that's blatant. Went into some sort of Colorado Bigfoot thing.
Um,
Oh, is there an app for Android now? Wow. Is it free? I ain't paying for it.
yeah, it
No,
probably
but
takes up all kinds of memory and shit.
I mean, I got the memory and stuff for it. That'd be cool. I gotta check into that. I don't really ever expect to come across evidence or anything, so I don't ever like take plaster casts or really expect much. So when you come across something that's interesting, it's like, dang it, should have done something a little more.
I'm not out there enough to have all that shit.
Yeah, like literally, 99% of the time, like it's uneventful. That's why I'm really starting to call myself the worst Bigfoot hunter in the world ever. Because it's like, man, I cannot find any sort of quality, viable evidence that I could be like, damn, yeah, that's a Mr. Sasquatch right there. I can't do any of that. And
I
whenever I
think
go
that's
to
what your
areas,
next documentary. Your next documentary should be named that. The
how to not
worst
find Bigfoot,
Bigfoot. Yeah, something like that.
then I go to areas of where Bigfoot's supposed to be, and it's like, oh, Bigfoot's left. Sorry, Brent. No Bigfoot today for you. So I go out there even by myself. It's like, I really don't care at this point. I'll go out there, wander around, and try to be cool. Try to be cool as far as
All you know what you could do is just go back as far as you can and get like a 10-second snippet with the date that you started and just hook all those together,
yeah,
and that would be it right there.
it sure would, wouldn't it? I don't know. It's I don't know. Kind of makes you burned out in a way of not getting the success that you would want, or you'd kind of expect if they're as abundant as everybody says they are, in like every state, in every county, in every backyard, pretty much is what I'm hearing. Like, look at that Tom Shea guy, man. Tom Shea, right? Tom Shea, the older guy, um, not in the best health and stuff, but man, that dude finds Prince Air. Like, man, he's like he's the next Paul Freeman. It's like, it makes you wonder about it.
It does. I don't know.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
makes me not believe people more. I think there's just not a whole lot of them out there.
yeah.
They're seeing the same one.
I mean, it very much could be, and yeah, I agree with the riverbeds and banks and stuff. That's where I try to go the most. I actually found a really interesting trackway. It's like 3 or 4 years ago that I found on this really remote um, um, island, like an island. sandbar, an island sandbar. God, an island sandbar. It's like a half-mile long. You gotta cross this creek to get over to it and stuff. And so I was hiking back up there, and it's like, man, I see this track line and stuff that comes out of the forest and walking, towards the river and stuff. And I followed it to where I couldn't see where it came into, but I followed it to where it went and I lost it. I guess I'm not even a good tracker because I lost it out because it's a sandbar, but it's not really, uh, there's a lot of moss on top of it. So, and a lot of down trees, because water doesn't really flow over it very often, if ever, anymore. So there's a lot of places where you can like go hop up on this or have the moss like help lose your spot and stuff because with all the moss here it's like you step on it and like 30 seconds later it's like poof, like nothing was there.
Yeah.
So that sucks. Read above. I guess people are luckier than me. I guess. I don't know. I go out a lot into remote areas that you think people are where you think Bigfoot would be, where the least amount of human contamination is possible. Because even finding prints, so if I went uh, on a hike and I found Bigfoot prints right next to the hiking trail or right next to a popular road, like Tom Shea does and stuff, I would be like, something's not adding up here, because I would think that they were planted by people, because uh, uh, here in Washington, I saw in a Facebook group where somebody admitted to that they plant Bigfoot prints out there, out near hiking trails and stuff like that, like trailheads and stuff, not to like to be there and be like a hoax or anything. It's just people do stuff like a prank and to help keep a myth alive. Be like, oh hey, look, somebody's gonna think this is a Bigfoot print, and they
Mm-hmm.
do, and it
Yep.
happens quite a
I
bit and
believe
stuff.
it.
And I was also talking to somebody else, and they were going through TSA down here at SeaTac, and he had a Bigfoot shirt on. And he was talking to the TSA guy, was talking to him, and he was saying that his friend goes out there and intentionally does Bigfoot prints and stuff like that. So, there's people out there intentionally faking prints. You can easily buy, some rubber stamps on or stompers online and stuff, or make them yourself.
Yep.
Um,
Yep. Yep. You can buy them. They're looking better and better too.
yeah, so guys, that's the thing. It's like that's something that me and Cosmo really focused a lot on, was the creek crossings and stuff, like trying to get into some of these remote riverbeds and areas where it's not you're not gonna uh, find human prints and stuff. These are like bushwhack areas that you look on a map. It's like, okay, if I'm a Bigfoot, I'd probably go through here because of this area, or for XYZ reasons. Not so those hard to find ones, but we haven't had any sort of luck with it. I don't really go to the local river sandbar area because it's like, man, that's just asking for trouble there. Um, so yeah,
Mm.
yeah. I mean, it's try, but I mean, there's so many crossings and choke points in the area that it's a
Can't
needle in
see
the
'em all.
haystack. But you also, you can also help dial it in by following the food source and stuff like that. But um, so I could probably
Have
help
all the
dial in.
berries are in and everything, or no?
Yeah, they're coming in. They're coming in. I think they're at a higher elevation right now. We're having a weird weather here. Really weird. It's not summer yet. It's more. I don't even know. It's like sucks really bad.
We went straight from winter to summer. We had no
Yeah.
spring, and it's super dry. It's now there's another fire up on the mountain.
Mm.
Um, the other one from 2 weeks ago is finally out, but Now there's another one just north of Cloudcroft.
Oh, yikes. Yeah, I like
It's
those
dry,
areas. Oh, good.
completely dry.
Yeah, I like those areas too, Graz. Done a lot of exploring back in those areas. Um, especially Index. I like Index a lot. They got that road there fixed, where they had that washout. They finally got that fixed there, so you can drive all the way back up to uh, back back up around there. It's pretty cool. I think I got some video of it I posted.
Would you ever go back to Bumping Lake?
Yeah, I might go back in August. Depends. There's a shindig going, it's BFRO thing, but they have to approve to let me go. And so
Oh,
it's like,
gee.
I wonder who's going to do that approving. It's like I was telling the
Oh, my
person that
God.
somebody was trying to, they're going to go on it and they're going to see if I can go on it too. And so they're asking, they're like, yeah, we get. The other guy's fine, but yeah, I got to ask for me, which I get. I know I'm not like the most popular person as far as don't get invited to all the reindeer games and all that fun stuff. But yeah, I
I
would go back
think
to Bumpy Lake.
August 1st. Jen, what's the date of that thing? Is that the what's the August 1st thing again? Is that Hocking Hills or what is that? What's the name of it?
Why would you drive up to an area where there's a fire? I'm thinking you're going to see Bigfoot. Is Bigfoot a fireman?
No, I'm saying I'm not going up there if there's a fire. Are you fucking crazy? They shut off the roads. And it's 8,600 elevation and smoke. I would die. I would fucking die.
Oh, that's dangerous. It's dangerous, man. You want to stay far away from
I
there.
can barely breathe when the air is crystal clear up there.
So you say you got your passport in the mail, right? So you're good to go. Ready to go
I'm
to
good to
Canada?
go. Yep.
Yeah, I got my
I'm
enhanced
gonna
driver's. I
I'm
went and did
gonna
my.
drive. I'm
Sorry.
Looker. Okay, me
Anyway,
first. I'm
go for it.
going to Calgary on the 1st. And Mike and I are gonna drive over to be there on Wednesday.
I have no idea where that's at in Canada.
It's on the east side. It's on the east side of the Rockies.
Okay.
And
So
we're
it's
gonna
not too
come
bad.
over and then we're gonna stop and try to see Leon in Kelowna.
Oh, nice. OnlyFans convention. Yep. So yeah, back to that person's question. Yeah, I could just be very unlucky, and more people are luckier than me. I'm very much open to that, which is just weird. Weird. Like, man, it's like I must be like have the worst luck of
I know
deterring them.
what I run through my head all the time is what if you and Thomas were there that last night? What would have happened? Would you have heard anything? You guys were so far down that road. I don't know if you guys would have heard anything or had anything happen.
Yeah, I don't know. We would not have heard that. But I got a bunch of walkie-talkies that we can use for this next one. So when we're all in our tents or something, we could just like walkie-talkie each other, like, Brent, there's a Bigfoot out, or there's something outside my tent. Can you
There's
check? And
something
I'll
else.
look.
Ted, come look. Because
Come
I'm not
look.
getting out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I wish I had that because, oh shit, I smell a skunk.
Well, people say Bigfoot smells like a skunk. Maybe you have a Bigfoot in your property.
Mhm. Yeah. Wow, that's strong. They probably got run over here on the main drag.
Hocking Hills, is that where's Hocking Hills? Is that, oh, it's East Coast. It's New York,
New York?
Virginia.
Yeah, Hocking Hills.
Like, that was a guess too.
I would love to go to that, but that is so close to when my daughter starts school. And but it would just be like for 3 or 4 days.
Wow.
So
Is that the really big one where they God, like last year they had like 20,000 people?
yeah. Steve's
Sheesh.
gonna be there. Oh, I got Steve's book today in the mail too. Oh, you can't see that. Can you see it?
Oh yeah.
And guess who's in the acknowledgments? Me.
Ooh, look at you.
I was surprised. I was like, what the heck am I doing in there?
You haven't read it yet. Haven't got it. I was gonna buy Adam Davies' book. Read that before I did a video.
Yeah.
Talk to him. Man, Graz, I tried gold panning, buddy. That is like the most unrewarding thing in the world. Really. Like me and Cosmo did it. We were there. Did so much work. Like so much work. We were there for hours. He actually did most of the work, if I'm being honest. I was watching. And man, there's like no gold. There's like flakes, like a little tiny flake. I don't even think you can call it a flake. It was what's less than a flake. That's what it was less than a flake. I'm like, all that. And then Cosmo shows me how he has this little container that he has all this gold in and stuff. And he's like, yeah, that's what I got after all these years. And he shakes it and there's like flakes in there.
After
I'm
all,
like, yeah, it's like,
dang.
man, I don't know. I'd like to just find a gold nugget somewhere, just a big gold nugget, and pick it up and be like, yeah, that's my gold thing. It's like gold panning. Yeah, that's a lot of work, man. I'd rather go mushroom hunting or rock hounding. It's a lot of fun. Actually, I want to get a metal detector. That's the next thing on my list.
Rock hounding seems kind of cool.
Yeah,
I'd like to go looking for arrowheads.
oh yeah, I'm sure you got quite a few down in that area. You guys might have a good I don't know, I'm sure you guys have a lot of battlefields and stuff down there.
Yeah. But it's so freaking hot here all the time. You just can't. You either have to do it at the crack ass of dawn. Well, that's pretty much your only choice because at night it's still hot. Like it's still probably in the, I don't know, 80s late right now. I don't know what it is. It's still hot out here.
Yeah, we're like in the 50s, 60s. If you're lucky, we'll get a 70. But
Oh
don't.
shoot! Mike sent me some pictures because he went on. I think it was the Alberta Squatch guys went on something this last weekend, and they were all wearing jackets and they were all snuggled up. And I go, dude, it's June. You guys are all wearing. I'm gonna freaking freeze up there too.
Yeah, definitely bring a jacket and stuff because it's gonna probably get cold at night. Because man, it's so cold here. Like my
Oh
mom's like
man.
hating it too. She's like hating it because it's so cold. I'm like, I was telling my mom, I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be a good warm summer, because that's what I heard. And
Yeah,
well, I was wrong. Well, it's not. It's not a good warm summer. It's cold as hell. Keeps
they
raining.
had heat advisories today. They were telling people not to go outside.
Wow.
And in Phoenix, people's shoes were sticking to the asphalt.
Yeah, didn't they have like a really big heat wave down there, like record breaking?
Yeah, pretty hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yep. So that's pretty much what the whole video I was going to do today, the live stream. Circle back around, I guess.
yeah.
What was that? Just I don't know, just feeling kind of blah about stuff. Just kind of disappointed that there's all this amazing opportunity of, you know, getting a whole mystery solved and whatnot, but 20 years or however many years, it's like still nothing. And then come across all these people that are just not being honest. And then, some people who aren't honest because they can't help but not be honest. And then other people who are just mistaken and all that stuff. I don't know. Kind of blah.
You're
But,
just having a moment, Brent. That's
yeah,
all. It's just a moment.
still went
That's
out,
all.
still went out and did it. Did the stuff that I was going to do. It was all right. It's cool. Saved a frog's life too, by the way. Got video of it. Yeah. He was in bad shape. He was dead. It was like I thought he was dead actually, because he got stuck between a rock and a hard place, pretty much out in the wide open in the sun with no protection, other than this like
Oh,
little shitty ass burrow that only covered like 20% of him. And I almost stepped on him, and I'm like, oh geez, little frog. Named him Kermit. And so I had water, so I went and got water and like dumped water on him and like let him drink and stuff. And then I covered the frog so like the heat and stuff would protect him during the day, so he can kind of go out and do what he's going to do at night. Hopefully he makes
yeah.
it. That was a good sized frog too. I guess it'd be a toad, huh? I don't know. When does a
Probably.
frog become a toad?
That's different. Those are two different things.
Probably, huh?
Two different. No, Wolf, I'm married and I live in El Paso, Texas. And Brent lives north of Seattle and has a girlfriend.
I saw them
So
on the
we're like
channel in the woods.
far.
Man, I'm
Oh,
in.
but we did an outing in Mount St. Helens.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's where you saw us.
Saw everybody.
Yep.
That was a fun one.
And we're going to meet up again in Harrison Hot Springs in a month. Is it already? It's a month.
Yeah, it's a month right now. Yeah, I'll probably go head up there on the 2nd, maybe 2nd or 3rd. Get up there and
Oh, you know what I need to do? Tomorrow I'm going to try to get onto the website and insert Mike's name into one of the spots, and then I'm going to put your info in the other spot. So you have a place to park, and he has a place to park.
oh, cool. So I didn't really. So is it a camping spots,
Yeah,
like in a campground?
yeah.
Oh, huh.
Unless you want to find your own spot outside provincial park, but it's you can't just go into the park. You can't without having a spot. They don't let you drive in. You have to have
Yeah,
a spot.
here you got to have a pass. You gotta have a
Yeah.
discovery pass or some other pass.
Um, I don't know about that up there.
I don't know.
What they said is that they may ask for an ID to match the paperwork. So that's why I'm like, oh shit, I better, you know, put those things in your guys' name so that the vehicles can be there.
Sounds good.
Otherwise, I guess they make you park out in a parking lot and then you have to walk in.
Yeah, I mean that's okay. I mean, I would even be up for like dispersed camping too. Like just go camp in the woods
Yeah.
somewhere, like a nice flat spot. But no, campground camping's cool. They got
And
bathrooms.
Jen, in regards to Trackway, I got another spot. Okay. A lady was coming. She decided not to come. She's giving us another spot right next to us. So that means I'll get Bill's information and see if I can have her send me that, or I don't know how she's gonna do it. I'm gonna see tomorrow. Let me see what I can do about putting people's names, actual spots. Because right now my name is on both spots. And I don't know if they're gonna say I can't have both spots. They went through, I paid for them. It's been a long time already.
I can Venmo
So
you some
that
money or
way
give you some cash for the spots.
that'll be 3. We have 4 spots. total. But Jerry paid for one, I paid for two, and this lady is donating one because I told her we'd pay her back, and she said she didn't want anything for it. It was just going to be her like donation to the group, and I was like, "Whoa, okay."
Oh, nice.
She lives somewhere south of Calgary.
Yeah, see, I could probably do the car camping thing too. I was contemplating it.
Wait, what? Say that again. There was a car that went by.
Oh, car camping?
Oh,
Yeah, I could do car camping too. As long as it's just like at a dispersed area where there's nobody there. I don't know. I think maybe I'm
I
antisocial.
know. You're closer. You should have taken a trip up there and checked out the place.
I got to get my enhanced driver's license
Oh
first.
yeah.
Finally got that.
Oh yeah.
I was like debating, it's like, should I just get my passport, which I need to get anyways, and I'm going to get, but it's like, what in realistically am I going to do in that time frame? So I was like, no, I need to get my enhanced driver's license anyways because you need it to fly. So it's like, I might as well. I'll go up there to Canada.
And you're sure that's all you need to cross?
I'm
You better check
well. I was just
if
gonna
that's
go
all you
roll up
need.
on the border and be like, "What's up, guys? Here I am. Here's my ID. See ya,
Yeah, you
suckers," and
better
drive
double
through.
check because you
No,
can.
going out like
If you
that.
can't cross, you can go straight to the office, and within 2 weeks of you going, and they'll give you an expedited passport.
I don't know why they wouldn't. I've never been arrested, and I'm not a felon. I'll have my enhanced driver's license. I'm not going to tell them I'm looking for Bigfoot, though. I'm going to keep that to myself just in case. They'll be like, huh, let's search this dude. So I'm going to keep it to myself.
You
I'll be
better
like, nope,
double check because
I'm going
that would
camping.
suck, Brent, if you going across and they don't let you go across.
Oh, no, I can't with the enhanced driver's license. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be able to go to Canada and Mexico.
If we
Yeah.
have encounter, heck yeah, I will.
Who's
I
the
only had
wolf?
something weird happen. That's all I had. And Brent had some knocks and what else?
Really not much of anything. Just circumstantial. Hey, it could be. Couldn't be. Who knows?
And he got a footprint today.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's an impression.
Impression. Yeah.
Could be something else. Yeah. I mean, I got that wood knock recorded when I was down in Ben's area a couple of years ago, but who knows what that is? But who's the wolf?
I don't know.
Hmm. It's not
No.
not Mr. Raptor crazy, is it?
Oh, I don't know.
I have some similar lingo.
No, Raptor would be already saying the same shit.
Well, he was just like, hey, where's your evidence? Or hey, where's everybody's evidence on all these channels? I'm
Oh, was
convinced
he?
he's trolling now.
Yeah, he is.
100%. Trolling for attention. But yeah, so that's pretty much my day.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I hung out by a
Hey,
waterfall too today. It was fun. It was kind of hot out
it
there.
is.
That nice big mist.
Is it already 10:30? Dang.
It's 9:30 here, huh?
Okay, I'll be in right now.
Hey, like I said, garage, I can always drive. I might have room for one more. I might not.
I'll bring her in as soon as she goes to the bathroom. She doesn't. She wants to be with me. No, because it gets the bugs. Don't lock me out, fucker. Sorry.
So I watched the show Outer Range. That was pretty good. It's got Josh Brolin, you know, the guy that played Thanos. It's 2 seasons. That was really good.
Yeah.
If you guys are looking for something to watch. Another good one is Fallout. That was good. I like that. Fallout. After a
I'm
video
watching
game.
Vikings right now.
You're watching what?
Vikings. Whatever. Oh.
Yeah, we're kind of don't really have. We watched Full Metal Jacket the other day. Watched it for the first time with my son. It's like a rite of
Oh,
passage, you know.
really?
Yeah.
What did he think about that scene in the latrine?
Uh, he watched it. It was kids are probably more desensitized now, but yeah, it was
Yeah.
the whole thing was just intense. It was a crazy movie. I mean,
Yeah.
he liked it. Then we watched Richard Jewell. That was a good one. That's
Richard Jewell.
Clint Eastwood
Wait,
movie.
what?
It's a true
Oh,
story about a guy that was falsely accused of being a terrorist during the Olympics in '95.
oh, yes. That is good. I did see that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
That's why it sounded
classic.
familiar.
Yeah,
Well, I guess we can bring this thing to an end then.
sounds good to
Thanks,
me.
guys, for
Sounds
having
like
a chit chat tonight.
yeah, it's fun. This whole stream together thing was interesting. I did it
Yeah.
with Cosmo once, but it was a different perspective. So yeah, next time, again, if you want to make it so your your screen isn't vertical, you can turn it horizontal. You got to do that in the advanced settings and before the stream when you set it up.
Yeah. Well, I'm running a test because I want to see if this one gets a lot of views. Because
Was
they're
your other
saying
one?
that they're saying YouTube is pushing out vertical lives,
Oh,
and yeah, I never got 1,000 views on a live before.
that's quite impressive over a short amount of time.
Yeah, for
I
doing
don't
what I
see
was
why
doing.
I don't see why
It's
YouTube's pushing
retarded.
that, man. I totally hate that. I hate the profile, the whole portrait thing, because it's like, man,
I
you're just
know.
like vertical. It's like now I have to make sure it's like don't see sucking it.
That's
I'm
why
like
I'm in the dark.
I'm like can't wait till we're out of here so I can go like.
Okay.
Man, it's
All
horrible.
right, you guys. We'll talk to you guys later. See you guys. Bye, Brett.
All right, see you later.